Hey guys, rburger1219 here. I'm going to be giving you a deck profile of the deck that I took to Cleveland Regionals yesterday. Then I'll be telling you a little bit how I did and what are some thoughts on this deck and where to go moving forward with it. But first, let's go through the deck itself. 3 copies of Gen X Undine, 2 copies of Mermail Abyss Megala, 2 copies of Abyss Spike, 2 copies of Abyss Lindy, 3 copies of Atlantean Dragoons, 3 copies of Atlantean Marksman, 2 copies of Heavy Infantry, 3 copies of Deep Sea Diva, 1 Lone Moon Glacia, 2 Gen X Controllers, 2 Trags and 1 Gores, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Heavy Storm, 1 Avarice, 1 Reborn, Allure, Dark Hole, 3 Salvage, and 3 Abyss Sphere, 2 Mirror Force, and 2 TT. So, that is the main deck. And it's 43 cards total. I know it's a little bulkier than people like. Here's the extra deck. 1 Daigusto Phoenix, 1 Gachi Gachi, 1 Mermail Abyss Strike, only, well, I'm not going to say only 4 because sometimes you could have 3 level 3s on the field, but you'd never go into her. Only for the Bahamut Shark plays. 1 Abzen Mains, then Bahamut Shark. Abyss Dweller for the mirror. 1 Big Eye, Armorio, Catastor, Librarian, DeLorean, Gunganeer, Black Rose Dragon, Scrap Dragon, and Stardust Dragon. And then the side deck. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 Dust Tornado, 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, 1 Ultimate Offering, 2 Trapstone, 2 Gozen Match, 2 Cyber Dragon, 2 Maxi, and 1 Chimeratech Fortress Dragon. Just because extra deck room is pretty tight, and I had a little leeway with the side deck. Now, where do I think I went wrong with this deck? A few things, more than likely, I did do wrong. A lot of people don't like Tragodia. I really do like Tragodia. He saved me a lot of times today, but I might take that down to 1. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get the card as many little cards as possible because I started out yesterday, did pretty good. I lost the first round doing Sector, but the guy was really good, and I won the first round again for second turn, first round. I just let OTK'd him. Then he sided in to Defissure, and I really couldn't do much from there because I couldn't draw any spell and trap destruction, so he killed me in the second game pretty easy. And then the third game, I basically went Undine, set 1, didn't have like Tragger Gores in my hand, and he just like had the perfect hand and he OTK'd me. So I lived with that. That was round 1. Then I won the next 3 rounds and I was 3-1, and I came up against playing the Fire Fist deck that everyone's raving over, and I honestly am not raving over it for the simple reason I had no problem beating the deck if I drew cards to destroy spells and traps. It was a little disheartening. I won the first game. We sided. Second game, he went off like first turn, and he had a Starlight Road set, and I went Abyss Sphere into Spike and Summon Controller and went to go Black Rose, which would normally be a good play, but I didn't know what his face down was. And he Starlight Roaded me, so it was pretty much like good game. And the third game, I just drew. Anytime I would do something, he'd had a back row for it, and I sided in all my spell and trap destruction and saw none of it. So that round I was extremely upset because I lost. And then third round, Macro Rabbit, same thing. I won almost every game 1 today. Actually, I do. I think I won all 6 rounds that I played. I won all game ones. So maybe the problem comes down to the side deck, but I feel that it was just like kind of bad drawing because like the Insector round, the Insector matchup, he just OTK'd me, and sometimes Insectors just have those OTK potentials. I mean, you got to play the odds. Eventually, they're gonna have an OTK hand, and if you don't have Gores or Trag or anything, I feel I probably should side deck Veiler for those kind of decks and for Rabbit decks. I was a little more worried about windups than Insectors going into this because they were a little more prevalent. But now that I've seen that there are Insectors still out there and that Rabbit still is going to see a bunch of play until it may get hit on the list, I may just throw Veiler into my side deck, take out the Offering, which was kind of a joke card anyway, and maybe maybe a Gozen match or something. I don't know what you guys think of the Maxis. I really like having Dust Tornadoes, but the only reason I ran those is because I didn't have Malevolent Catastrophes. I definitely want to get Malevolent Catastrophe too, because back row is just, I mean, almost every deck other than the water deck is running 20 or more back row in it and more than 10 traps in it. So you're going to see so much back row this format. I like Dust Tornadoes, MSTs. I just couldn't draw them. It was the strangest thing. The one duel I played, the guy, it was game 3 Macro Rabbit. He flips up Macro, and I held him off for a solid 8 or 9 turns, and I didn't see anything to destroy the Macro. I'm running 3 MSTs, a Heavy Storm, and 2 Dust Tornadoes, and I couldn't see any of them. So, sometimes you just have bad draws. That's the way the ball bounces there. But if you guys have any suggestions on this deck, if you just want to PM me or comment about it, yeah, that's fine. I'll also be posting a trade binder later this week once I get some cards in the mail. Everything kind of looks pretty standard to the way it did last week. My wants will be on there. I'm on the fence. Tell me if you guys think I should pick up Fire King Bear or Firefist Bear or not. He's good and I like him. I'm not sold on the deck yet. I don't know if it's going to get better. I don't know what cards are coming out in the next set. But if you guys have any information, just let me know. And please comment, rate, and subscribe. And peace. Thanks, guys.